Alright, so I'm Josh, and that's Jeremy, and welcome to IndieskiTV. We're interviewing one of our favorite bands, which is Secret Secret Dino Club.
45 years. 45 years. Can you guys introduce yourselves to the viewers?
I'm Davis, John.
My name is John. I play guitar in the band.
I'm Jason, I sing in the band.
I'm Dave, and I play drums and
Eat sandwiches.
write all the music.
Can you describe your music in 5 words or less?
Do-it-yourself punk rock. Fun. That's more than what? 5. I finished off. Do-it-yourself. Doesn't really count.
Do you guys, can you fill us in on any future plans that you have?
On Monday we're leaving for a tour for the East Coast with a band called the Easy Villains. We're playing, we got a bunch of live members with us this time. It's kind of a whole show compared to our last tours. After that, then we got a little bit of time off, doing a couple shows around Christmas time or whatever. And then hopefully a lot of new music in 2011.
Alright, cool. Can you give us a best or worst tour story?
Oh man.
Dave, I say you go.
Dave, you go first. Best. What's your best time on tour? I know it.
I didn't really have any good times.
I know what your best time is.
I know the worst time.
It's not talking about my best time.
No, not that best time.
Oh, what was my other best time? Oh, well, we did go on a tour of the Hearst Potato Chip Factory. I set it up.
Yeah. How did you set it up?
I set it up because I got a bag of chips that didn't taste good. They taste like a dirty refrigerator drawer, how it smells, kind of like celery. So I called and complained, and then I was like, well, let's go on a tour over there. And I told them we were coming on a Monday at 1:20. I told them this. And then I said I wasn't going to eat all weekend, and I wanted a lot of chips so I could fill up on Monday. And they were laughing at me. They thought I was crazy. We got fresh chips from the factory. It was really good.
It was a good time.
Because of me, these guys probably had the best days of their lives.
What was your worst time, John?
Oh man, so many. I really don't have a worst time. I mean, except for like being the really youngest one I get picked on. They make me do all the chores. They make me shave them, you know, and like I had to shave one of our friends. Well, yeah, his chest. I had to shave his chest hair in the parking lot, like in the mirror, and I had to tan his arms. I don't know. I just had to eat food for him too. You know?
He's a good guy, that guy we're talking about. I like him a lot.
He's cool.
What about you, Jace? Hey, Jace.
What about your tour stories? Well, the only one I got is when we went to see you guys in Binghamton. And I have a cool video, not with you obviously, of me raging at Binghamton.
Remember the wrestlers?
Oh
Yeah.
The guy kicked him in the face of the chair, and then I was like, "You got knocked the fuck out!" Welcome to the Pizza Wrestling Federation. Yeah, that was great.
I remember that show, but I hated that show because they were charging me for pizza and like charging me for water. You have a band come play a show and you won't even give them water.
I had to sweet talk the girl in order to give me a drink.
And then I did a radio show with Young Divine like a couple weeks later, and I saw that promoter guy again. It was really bizarre. Did you knock him out?
Yeah, I think you told me about that.
The big guy, no.
What's his name? You remember that guy?
I don't know, man.
Big Dave or something. I don't know.
No, remember Juice Box?
Juice Box.
No, Lunchbox.
No, Lunchbox. There's a promoter in South Carolina. It's like, oh, my name.
And then, like, that night, we're not allowed back there.
Jay's kind of trashed the dressing room there.
We all did.
No, it was just Jay's.
Oh, Jace, yeah. Steve had, like, firm grip glue stuff and just bring it everywhere. So the whole, like, was sticky and covered with liquid and stuff. Anyways.
Sorry, we got sidetracked. Alright, who would you consider like the party of the group? And who's like the most mature?
Dave.
By default, Dave's the most mature. I don't know what you really mean by the most part. I mean, like I'm definitely in my underwear the most. So that means
I'm always in the alone zone, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably Jason and I are like the coolest, and then there's John.
That's how it is. And like the girls don't understand that.
Yeah.
And they realize that then in Maya too.
I know. I mean, I have like Frank Washington back from me, so like.
I'd say I like the big part. I'd take playing in the most part.
Yeah. I'm probably the most mature. I drive most of the time and fix things that are broken.
Alright, it started as just you, Jace.
Yeah.
And then how did it evolve into these two guys being with you?
Well, I start after being myself, then I got like a drummer.
Thanks. Going to the punk rock.
Yeah, then I got a drummer, and then after the drummer, we got another drummer, and then
Then I just kind of showed up at practice, like
no, literally. Then I got a whole band of like my friends after their band broke up. I was like, oh, you should just be in my band. But it didn't really work out that well. And randomly one day, like I had a different drummer in the band. I had no idea who he was. He was just there. I'm like, this is cool. And then everyone else left, and Dave stuck around, and then John joined us in the winter. Then we've been together ever since, I guess.
You guys just put out the 5-song EP Cinco online. What made you want to give the music away for free?
I think it's people just take it for free anyway, and I'm rich.
we're just rich and we can give away music.
I knew this. I didn't know how well the songs were going to turn out because I was writing them, recording them, releasing them in a day. So I was like, well, I'm not going to sell them because they'll probably be really bad.
Kids are gonna like download it legally anyways.
Yeah, so I just gave it away for free. Eventually we'll sell music again, but not for a little while.
What are your feelings on pirating music?
Well, I think there's some positives to it, but it changed music completely. Like, the music industry was much more fun years ago when people could make money easily, and like kids are into buying CDs and going to the store and buying things. And now it's like, oh, I'm just gonna sit at home and download everything. And kids don't get as into bands anymore because they don't have to buy anything. So there's not like a risk when you get an album of like, if I don't like this album, I bought it about $10. It's like, oh, I don't like this album, whatever, I'll just delete it. I don't care. So I think pirating changed music in that way that there's not as many like loyal supporters and things like that in bands, but the same way it helps a lot of kids hear your music if you have awesome songs.
Alright,
we're in the communications.
what do you think can you tell us about your best and worst live performances?
Anything.
Bamboozle's probably.
Bamboozle was probably our best because Bamboozle, I threw like $50 into the crowd of cash, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think one of our worst was a show in California. That one, maybe that was just my worst.
That was your worst, not mine.
No, I mean it was that one time you didn't eat before the show.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah, they
forgot
didn't let me eat all day. I was playing 2 sets a day. I was playing with Dino Club and some other band, Young and Divine, and I was playing 2 sets back to back every night. And Jace refused to let me eat food that day, and I was really hungry. And if I don't eat, I just can't really do much.
I don't know, I'm not really that talented at guitar. I mean, just look at YouTube and you see.
Yeah, always out of tune.
I'm always out of tune, you know.
Our old guitar player Ryan Hayden was a lot better.
Yeah, he's a lot. I hope Ryan Hayden's watching.
He will be. Ryan watches everything.
Yeah.
Hi Ryan, just
And our interviewing group's name is IndieskiTV, so on a scale of 1 to super indie, how indie do you guys think you are?
We don't have black and white photos.
Yeah.
not very indie at all.
Not very indie?
No, probably like a 1 or a 2.
Really a half.
I don't know, like all my friends are in like Disney bands, so.
I'm into indie bands like the Maine.
No, that's not indie. That's.
We're not indie. That's
I know.
This condition. We're the indie.
Yeah, they're the indie band. We are just a pop band.
Yeah. Well, now with this tour, we're a pop punk band just for this one.
Yeah, well, mostly punk.
We're just a punk band this tour. We're normally a pop band, but
Alright, and finally, can you all meow to the viewers?
Yeah.
I think you do a bit. No, wait, go.
No, just wait. Just get the.
Thanks a lot,
All
guys.
right, thank you.
Cool, man.